In the headlines, former President Olusegun Obasanjo rejects manual transmission of results as Information Minister replies. People's Democratic Party decry arrest of members in Katsina. Confusion as INEC declares PDP Shekara winner of an election won by NNPP. And on the foreign scene, UN suspends flight in Eastern Congo after mission helicopter attack. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Updates. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us, and now the news in full. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has called for the cancellation of the Saturday's presidential and parliamentary election in areas where polls were disrupted, saying tension is building up over the outcome of the election. He particularly asked the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, to save Nigeria from the looming danger and disaster waiting to happen. He said this in a statement titled 2023 Nigeria Presidential Election, an appeal for caution and rectification. According to him, it is no secret that INEC officials at operational level have been allegedly compromised following the manual transmission of results, which has been manipulated and doctored.
Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, tension is building up, and please let all elections that do not pass the credibility and transparency test be cancelled and be brought back with areas where elections were disrupted for next Saturday, March 4, 2023. And Beavers and Saver officials be changed. To know which stations or polling units were manipulated, let a committee of INEC staff and representatives of the 4 major political parties with the chairman of Nigeria Bar Association look into what must be done to have hitch-free elections next Saturday.
People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Katsina State says arrest of its members during the just concluded presidential and National Assembly elections in the state is a source of worry for the party. Stakeholders of the party raised the concerns during the press conference. Abdullahi Yamadi says, reports that the briefing also blamed the police for compromised and unethical conduct during the process. The opposition party also raised alarm over voter inducement, saying that the entire process was characterized by sharp practices and misconduct in some voting centers across the state. The party also described the withdrawal of police operatives from its governorship candidate few days to election as a calculated attempt to expose him to a lot of danger. PDP leadership in Katsina, however, called on the police to release its arrested members and all its computers as well as documents in order not to cripple its activity, especially at the crucial period of elections. Minister of Information Lai Mohammed has urged former President Olusegun Obasanjo not to truncate the 2023 general elections. Mohammed was reacting to letter written by the former president calling for cancellation of election in areas where violence erupted. He described the call as inciting, self-serving, and provocative. The minister said what Obasanjo framed as an appeal for caution and rectification is nothing but a calculated attempt to undermine the electoral process and a willful incitement of violence. In a statement signed by Segun Adeyemi, the special assistant to the Minister of Media, the minister expressed shock and disbelief that a former president could throw around unverified claims and amplify with allegations picked up from the streets against the electoral process. Senator Ibrahim Shekaro has been declared winner of the 2023 Kano Central District General Election under New Nigerian People's Party. Shekaro, a sitting senator under the People's Democratic Party, was in the NNPP and was nominated to vie for the senatorial position under its platform. However, before the election, he announced his defection from the NNPP and abandoned his senatorial ambition to join PDP. But INEC later insisted that it still recognizes him as the legitimate NNPP candidate, even though he was later replaced with another candidate, Rufai Sani Hanga. The returning officer of the senatorial district, Professor Tijani Hassan Darma, declared Shekaro winner with the NNPP polling with 456,787 votes against the All Progressive Party, APC, which polled 168,677 votes. The candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Peter Obi, has won the highest votes in the presidential election conducted in Plateau State. The state collation officer for the presidential election, Professor Shehu Abdulrahman of the Federal University Lafia, announced the result. The candidate of the APC became second, while that of the PDP became third. Adu Musa completes the report.
Labour Party candidate Obi won in 11 out of the 17 local government areas of the state. APC candidate Bola Tinubu scored 307,195,000 to come second, and PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar polled 243,808,000.
ADC 1728 ADP 1922 APC 307195.
Some party agents speak on the outcome of the exercise.
Well, the process has ended, but I sincerely believe that the process was flawed. There was a lot of expectation on INEC, and INEC truly did not meet our expectation.
We all know that the elections were conducted peacefully on the plateau, even though there were some hitches somewhere. But security personnel were able to curtail them, and all other places the election was held and results were announced without any problem.
Well, for a fact, it is an experience that is worth trying. With the introduction of the BVAS, we have a new innovation into our political electioneering. And so we are hoping that in this BVA machine will actually give the desired result with which it has actually been introduced.
Party agents present were called to sign the final copy of the result, which will be taken to the National Coalition Center in Abuja. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Also, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, has scored the highest number of votes in the presidential poll in Abuja. Obi polled 281,667 votes from the 6th area council. All Progressive Congress candidates Bola Tinubu trailed with 90,902 votes, while the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar garnered 73,743 votes. A breakdown of the councils showed that the APC won the valid votes declared in Abaji with 10,370 votes, while the PDP received 6,888 and LP got 2,874. In Kuje, Labour Party led the valid votes cast with 14,2 10,257 votes, followed by APC with 10,648, and PDP had 10,028 votes. While in Kwali, APC led with 11,242 votes, followed by PDP with 9,054, and LP 7,302. In Bwari, LP led polled 67,198 votes, APC got 13,156, and PDP received 10,385 votes. In Gwagwalada, LP got the highest vote with 19,694, and APC came second, having received 15,890 votes, while PDP has 10,981 votes. While in the Abuja Municipal Area Council, the AMAC, LP won with 170,392 votes, APC had 29,596, and PDP scored 24,607. The National Assembly election at Zamfara Central Senatorial District has been declared inconclusive due to cancellation of the exercise at 19 wards and 74 polling units. The 19 wards and 74 polling units affected were in Gusau, Safemaru, and Bugudun local government areas of the state. The collation officer, Professor Ahmed Galadima of the Federal University Gusau, declared the election inconclusive as the number of cancelled votes is more than the margin obtained. Candidates of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Ikra Bilbis, polled 93,120 votes, while that of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Senator Kabiru Marafa, 74,444 votes. Election for Gusau Safi Federal Constituency has also been declared inconclusive as a result of cancellation at some wards and polling units. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has declared Senator Shaibu Isa Lau winner of the just concluded Taraba North senatorial election. Declaring the result, the returning officer and Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Federal University Wukari, Professor Chibia Paul Chingu, said the PDP candidate returned elected with total number of 74,645 votes to defeat his APC opponent, Sani Abubakar Nlagi, who scored 61,878 votes. The incumbent Senator Isa Lau is also the present Senate Deputy Minority Leader in the National Assembly. You're watching news updates on Trust TV. Coming up, worries over malfunction of Beavers machines. Details on this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Update on Trust TV. And here is a recap of our top stories. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo rejects manual transmission of results as Information Minister replies. And People's Democratic Party decry arrest of members in Katsina State. Now moving on to more stories. Earlier, we spoke to Daily Trust reporter Jude Agugo Owao Amanam from Owerri to give us an update on the aftermath of election from Imo State.
The situation in Imo State, as of this morning, is that 26 out of the 27 local government area results have been released, leaving only one. The REC said that the collation of the result of the last local government area will be done by 8 a.m. this morning. But at the time of this report, people are still waiting. But there appeared to be confusion in some of the results so far declared, especially in the areas where it was glaring that elections did not hold. For instance, in Olu, Osu, and Okigwe local government areas of the state, where it was glaring that elections did not hold, INEC had gone ahead to release what it called results from those areas. I had earlier reported that core members posted to the three local government areas refused to go because of insecurity. Even drivers hired by the electoral body to convey electoral materials to such flat-spot areas backed down at the last minute, making INEC to make last-minute ad hoc arrangements. This accounted for late arrival of materials at polling units in those areas. Again, in Okigwe zone, INEC had gone ahead to declare APC as winner of Okigwe Federal Constituency when it was clear that no election took place in Okigwe. In the other federal constituencies, there is still confusion over which candidate won. In Wangele, Isu Njaba Nkwere Federal Constituency, candidate in PDP is claiming victory, while INEC is announced a clear winner. In the senatorial elections, both PDP, APC, and Labour Party are claiming victory in Imo North, Imo East, and Imo West, as results are yet to be announced in the various senatorial districts.
The presidential candidate for the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been declared winner of Saturday's poll in Oyo State. The Vice-Chancellor of Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Olushola Babatunde Kehinde, who is the state collation officer, announced the results at the state INEC office in Ibadan, the state capital. According to Babatunde, Tinubu polled 449,884 and to defeat PDP's Atiku, who polled 182,977. And LP's Peter Obi with 99,110. He said the number of registered voters in Oyo State is 3,237,310, while the number of accredited voters is 854,439. The state collation officer also added that total valid votes stood at 809,485. While the rejected votes were 42,471, while total votes cast were 851,956.
Number of registered voters for the election in Oyo State as a whole. We have 3,237,310. Again, 3,237,310 voters were registered. The number of accredited voters, 854,439. Party APC, 449,884. 449,884. APGA 1,368. Labour Party LP 99,110. 99110. PDP 182,977, 182,977. At the end of the presidential election in the 33 local government areas of Oyo State, I, Professor Olushola Babatunde Kehinde, the State Coalition Officer for Presidential Election, hereby declare that the All Progressives Congress, APC, scored 449,884 votes, and therefore its candidate becomes the winner of the presidential election in Oyo State.
Agents of major political parties in Bauchi State have asked the Independent National Electoral Commission to recruit competent ad hoc staff ahead of the governorship election to avoid instance of malfunction of BVAS machines recorded during presidential and National Assembly elections. They made the observation during collation of results of presidential and National Assembly elections at Ran Road, Bauchi Local Government Area Ward Center. Trust TV, Adamu Imam completes the report.
The three major political parties made their observation during ward collection of results for the presidential and National Assembly elections, where results of polling units 017, 026, as well as 008 Kofar Ajia were cancelled because of overvoting and BVAS malfunction.
They did not leave the center of the collation as early as it's supposed to be, so that the voting will continue as is scheduled. The delay of the process and some error has been occurred usually for with the BVAS machine. So I don't know how it's happened. They are supposed to be trained as we know, but I don't know how come they observe some difficulties using that BVAS machine.
What you observe is that the operators are not conversant with the system, because the people have so many alternatives. When we ask them, there are so many alternatives, but where there's alternative, you don't know how to operate it, then it's equal to zero.
However, Umar Jibrin says despite the mock accreditation exercise conducted recently by INEC, malfunction of BVAS machine has disenfranchised some eligible voters from their civic rights, noting that INEC ad hoc staff must learn how the machine works.
There are technical issues. All what they need is to seek for improvement and collaboration by technological-based institutions, so that these issues should not repeat itself.
The political parties want INEC should remobilize those ad hoc staff for fresh training to avoid a repeat of the circumstances during the governorship election. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
And now from the foreign scene. The United Nations says flights have been suspended on specific routes in the eastern Congo region after a helicopter returning from Walikil to the regional capital, Goma in North Kivu province, came under attack for 10 minutes last week, but was able to land safely in Goma with all 3 crew and 10 passengers unharmed. The UN helicopter delivers assistance to some of Congo's most remote areas, which would otherwise be inaccessible because of poor roads or insecurity. No group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but this is the second time this month that a UN mission's helicopter came under fire in North Kivu province. And lastly, in sports, Paris Saint-Germain forward Lionel Messi has been named Men's Player of the Year at the 2022 Best FIFA Awards. The Argentine beat French forwards Kylian Mbappe and Karim Benzema to the prize. Messi captained Argentina to World Cup glory in Qatar and scored 27 goals in 49 games from club and country in 2021 to 2022 season. Barcelona's Alexia Putellas was named Women's Player of the Year. Scaloni beat Pep Guardiola, who guided Manchester City to a 6th Premier League title, and Real Madrid's Champions League winning boss Carlo Ancelotti to the Coach of the Year category. England manager Sarina Wiegman was named Women's Coach of the Year after leading the Lioness to European Championship glory on home soil, the team's first major trophy. Aston Villa and Argentina's Emiliano Martinez was recognized as the best men's goalkeeper, while England's Mary Ebbs won the women's award. Martinez helped Argentina win the World Cup, saving 4 penalties along the way, including in the shootout victory against France in the final. Ebbs, who played for Manchester United in the Women's Super League, started all 6 of England's games at Euro 2022 as they won the competition. And with that, we have come to the end of Trust TV News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.